So stripers are still the hot ticket out here on the California Delta. And usually walking topwater baits, whether using conventional gear or the fly fishing technique, is how you pick up some of the larger fish, but not so much lately. If catching stripers with a fly rod is your cup of tea, then you might want to tie in a middle range pole dancer or a crease fly, like Charles Waltner is demonstrating right here. It's a very challenging technique. There's a lot of mechanics involved with how to walk the pole dancer, but the rewards can be outstanding.
Reverse it.
Oh no!
There's nothing out here.
No!
Did you get that?
I did!
That was point blank.
I did!
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh, that bent rod against that skylight is just awesome.
Oh, look at him go.
Just
oh, shit.
awesome.
What did I do? He's going south on me. Oh, he's boiling. Oh,
Handle it. Handle the situation.
Oh, thank God I have a fighting butt.
Handle the situation.
Oh, that's it. Go, baby. Take it all. Go south. Spin it to win it. Oh. Oh, shit. That was hot. Let's get out of here. There's
That's
no
a nice
fish over
fish.
here. I know it is.
That is a nice fish.
Yeah, he didn't quite take me to the back end, but he was fighting.
That is a really nice fish.
I don't know what.
Lift. Can we get a little lift?
Oh, little lift, baby.
That is beautiful.
This fall, day in and day out, subsurface techniques have been responsible for better quality fish. I highly suggest that you go get yourself a few of the 3/8 to 3/4 ounce Blade Runner tackle weedless swim bait heads. Rig that head with a 5 or 6 inch Bass Tricks Fat Minnow paddle tail. The color selections you want to take a peek at are pearl, hologram shad, or Lanier herring. These ones right here, they're great bait fish patterns and resemble a lot of the forage that the stripers are keying in on.
That is a big one. That was one that was checking out your topwater bait, dude. You just keep it loaded, just like that, Rick. She's going to turn around and come at you. Don't freak out when you see this thing, because it's going to be
Target the 4 to 8 foot water column. If you're a conventional guy, the 3/8 to ½ ounce head, you want to use 15-pound test monofilament line. Sometimes you're going to find that those stripers are on the edge of that ridge that drops off from 8 feet down to 20, 25, maybe even to 30 on some of the main channel sandbars. That's when you want to go with your 3/4 ounce head with a nice slow roll. And I will use 15, or occasionally I will go with the 20-pound test monofilament line. Folks, here we are again at the 2014 ICAST show. Where are we at? Orlando, Florida, or someplace like that, right? Lucky enough to track down Skeet Reese, one of my favorite guys of all time. This guy's awesome. My wife's absolutely in love with this guy. Probably, yeah, whatever. Okay, so anyway, Skeet,
that just got awkward really quick.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about. You look like you got some new hooks right here. You're gonna go fishing on the Delta?
Yeah, my drop shot hook. So this is a California Delta drop shot hook. So that's how big they are out there. Yes. Is that not awesome? Look at that. Wow.
That is awesome, dude. And yeah, I know. Hey, there's
That's
some
like
people.
body piercing stuff.
I know some folks in San Francisco that are walking around with that kind of stuff hanging off their face.
Next topic, please. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Skeet, I'll tell you what. This is what I want to ask you. I've got a couple.
You got a cheat sheet.
I do. I have a cheat sheet. Okay. I got a couple of questions I want to ask you. I love the way the West guys fish. They go back east and they just kind of, they can just catch them all different ways. But here's a couple of cool questions that I want you to answer. What is your favorite water temperature? Like within 2-3 degrees. Favorite water temp?
55, 60.
Very nice. Just straight up. Just 55, 60 right in there. And why is that?
Because the fish are big and fat and they're hungry and they're moving up. And that's the January, February, March, depending on what part of the country. the biggest limits and the biggest fish caught every year are caught pretty much at those water temperatures, and that's the before before they spawn out, they're just big. I like them chunky.
That's awesome. What is your favorite hour during the day's fishing?
When I'm catching them, I don't care as long as they're biting. The hour they're biting best is the hour I like the best.
Okay, we can do that. All right. What's your favorite season?
Spring. What else do you want? It's spring. I like spring. It's just the green grass growing. Everything is, the fish are moving up. It's all warm and cozy, and the big ones are biting.
Okay. Here you go. Now here's the one. Here's the kicker right here. Bassmasters Classic, day 1. You have 30 minutes left to fish. Day 1, Bassmaster Classic. You have 4 fish in your live well. What is Skeet Reese doing to put number 5 in the live well, first day of the Bassmasters Classic with 30 minutes left to fish?
What time of year and where?
When do you guys normally have your Bassmaster Classics?
All right, so we're going February. Okay, we're just thinking theoretically where we're going next year. Probably going to be throwing a jerkbait. Lucky Craft Pointer 100 or a Flash Pointer 115. That'll be pre-spawn, trying to cover water, get a bite, jerkbait that time of year.
Okay, I don't get to see you guys a lot anymore. You know, every once in a while, you guys all fly west for the winter. You know, a couple of you guys that are traveling still live out in California, live out in the West. And one of the last times that I saw you were holding a picture. You had a picture of 2 of the biggest spotted bass I've ever seen. Can you enlighten me a little bit on that?
Those were the 2 biggest spotted bass I've ever caught. One was right at 7, the other one's right at 8 pounds. A little body of water in Northern California. It's with a B and a B. How specific do you want it? But man, they're big, they're fat, and they're awesome, man. You can go up there, slow roll sick fish. You can catch them on jigs. You know why they're so fat? You ever heard a little thing? They're about this big. It's called a kokanee. For those of you that don't live out west, it's a landlocked salmon. And them spotted bass are going, getting really fat, eating a whole lot of kokanee in those lakes. And we have more big spots out west now than we've ever had before. The world record's just going to keep bumping up and bumping up and bumping up now.
I heard that there was a couple of tournaments there early this spring where they pushed the 40-pound mark.
I do believe there's one team or a club tournament there that it was over 40. I believe it was 43 something to win for a club tournament.
That's unbelievable. Spotted bass.
Spotted bass, 5. That's 5 spotted bass. Not big fat heads. Those are spotted bass.
That's great. Skeet, I appreciate it.
Bobby.
Right here at the 2014 ICAST show in Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much for your time.
It's always good to see you.
Thanks, Chief. Good stuff.